Greetings, citizens of Trixieville. I am LTTMoose, and as you can see, I've done quite well for myself under Trixie's new regime. She can be quite generous to those who aid her. What I have for you now is my normal segment, Horseshoes and Trixie Grenades. Yes, the hourly program in which I announce the new rules that our glorious Overmare has come up with for this particular hour. So, let's begin, shall we? All praise be to Trixie. I'll prick up your ears and hear what she has to say. Rule number 1. She is Trixie thy god. Thou shalt have no others before her. In her absence, the magic hat shall be thy god. Should the hat be unable to fulfill its duties, place your head within the nearest tree and await further instructions. Rule number 2. Wheels are counter-revolutionary, or counter-rotational. Either way, they are not to be trusted. Pony may pull pony, and that pony may pull a sled or sledge, but no more, lest you awaken the anger of Trixie. Rule number 3. All beavers are hereby proclaimed to be seditious elements. Any pony found aiding and abetting these traitors shall be sentenced to 1,000 years as baby. Diaper changes shall be ignored. No trials. Rule number 4. Something further on in the Great Spice Wars. Rule number 15. Humans are a myth. To believe in them is heresy. Conspiring with any of them is ultra-heresy. Any pony seen conspiring with a non-existent Xeno scum is to report immediately to Commissar Bucklaw for free go-karts. Rule number 16. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Not to prick your hoof. Rule 27. Participation in the historical reenactment of the Great Ursa thwarting is mandatory. Participation in the lottery to determine who represents the Ursa is mandatory. Every pony else grab a rock. Rule 28. And when you get those books, make sure that's around like it's trying to go through the drain, but it doesn't quite. Rule 36. Today's enemy of the state are Twilight Sparkle, Leon Trotsky, Owen Shaw, and Salman Rushdie. They are all deemed non-ponies. Update. There are no records of such non-ponies. All is well. Carry on. Rule 37. And no be more. Rule 63. Rule 64. It's believed that Federation forces... Before turning on the oven, you'll want to sprinkle liberally with Old Bay seasoning and bake at about 450 degrees Trixie, which is approximately 143 degrees Fahrenheit or 12 degrees Celsius, give or take a Trixie. Now, if the dough does not rise properly, what you're going to have to do... I see no reason that gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Rule 86. All naysayers are to be summarily executed. Yay-sayers shall receive extra hay rations. Meh-sayers need to make up their freaking minds already. Rule 87. When you've got something, you just... then she walked out and said that she needed space. So I said, how about the moon? That enough space for you? Plenty of it up there. It's really my fault, to begin with. And that's why all my relationships end in heartbreak. I mean, it's a personal flaw on my part. And I recognize that. I just don't know how to compensate. And finally, Rule 108. Between 4:45 and 5:30 p.m., no pony is to disturb Trixie in her private chambers, or point out the fact that she closed the door while holding a life-size Twilight Sparkle plushie. That is all for this hour, and now, remove your hats and place a hoof upon your heart, as we all sing the Trixieville National Anthem, as sung by the Democratic Ponies Republic of Coralia.